Is anybody in the building? Hello, Juliet. Good evening. Thanks for the thumbs up, girl. Thank you, thank you. You are welcome, guys. You are welcome to my LS today. I hope we all are doing great. Thank you. You are welcome, Juliet. Today's topic is an Ogbonge one. Question. It's a question. Who owns the child? As a husband, as a wife, who owns you when you are married? Is a question. Okay? So Imo say, you are welcome as well. Kiddies and Kiddies family, you are welcome. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for tuning in. I'm bold mind, I can cite you. You are welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Hello. Clarissa, they are at the garden. Go to the garden. Oh, sorry for that distraction, my children's friends. Bekwara, you are welcome. I have two Ogbonge discussion today to hammer so that people will now call in to give their views. Okay, the question is, who owns the man? Who owns the woman? As a married man, as a married woman, is it your mother or your spouse? Okay, before I will start the story, I want to welcome you guys in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. Yes, I know it's God that owns human, Bekwara. I know it's God that I'm going somewhere. I'm going somewhere, my dear. The reasons why I ask this question is because of the story I will come and tell you guys now that happened between a mother-in-law and the daughter-in-law. That is why I ask who owned the husband and who owned the wife. Did you knock the gate? Check the sitting room, whether they are there. I'm on program now, I'm sorry. I can't really talk, I'm on program. Yeah. So, as I was saying, hello King B, you are welcome. My children's friends are just distracting me. They want to play. They are looking for my kids. Okay. So before I talk my story proper, I want to read something to the hearing of everybody. To the hearing of everybody before I talk my story proper. Okay. So I got this from somebody. This is part of my story today. Okay, but let me read this out. And it goes like this. The person said, my husband and I have been married for over 5 years. And I am pregnant with our first child. When this happened, the story I want to talk about now, this particular lady was pregnant with their first child when this happened. So, about a month before the baby was due, the husband got a random phone call, according to her, from a credit card company asking for payment. They thought it was a scam. She said we thought it was a scam because we did not have a card from this company. After many calls from the company, we looked into it, and apparently his mom, which is the husband's mom, had opened a credit card in the son's name. The husband's mom opened a credit card with this company in his son's name without the consent of his son. Okay? And was not paying the balance. According to the lady, she said, we knew she was starting up a little business, that is her own business, but was using his name to pay for it all. They never knew the mother, who is her mother-in-law now, has been using the son's name because of that credit card she opened to be paying. Okay? According to her, she said the only thing the credit card company told us we could do was either for it or they press charges against his mother, which is her mother. It up for about 10 good years. 10 good years mother, and this is somebody's mother-in-law. When we brought it up to her, she acted as if it is the right for the son to pay those debts that he did not inquire. Not even remorse, she was not even broken, but because of that thing she find it very difficult to be close. So that is why I asked that question. Who owns the male child? Who owns the female child? The spouse or the mother? Okay. So, hello, are you guys hearing me? Hello. So the main story now I want to talk about is about a lady that fought her. Okay. There was an authentication that ensued between a lady and her mother-in-law over who will sit the car. Authentication means a hot agreement. So this was done between the mother-in-law and this particular lady. And according to the lady, she was shouting on top of her voice. She bought the car. And this man picked the mother before his wife. So definitely the mother will sit at the front seat. Yes, it's obvious. So why, as this man was driving to go and pick the wife where the wife was, when the man and the mother got to where the wife was, the wife ordered the mother-in-law to come down from the front seat of the car. And she started shouting that she was the one that bought the car, that the mother-in-law should go to the back seat. Don't forget that I said the mother-in-law was already in the car before the son, who is the husband to this woman, went and picked his wife in front. So that is why I ask, who owned the man? Who owned the woman? Is it the mother or the spouse? So the way people are behaving nowadays, especially women, I don't understand. You will see a woman will come to visit his son or her son matrimonial home with a son. If there not a limit? Okay, like this woman now that refused to call her, she sound adamant. She said she's not coming down from the car. The lady should do her worst. And two of them now, they started fighting on the streets. She was trying that side, saying that she's not coming down, that she was already in the car. She was before the daughter-in-law. Okay. What to do? Are we going to blame now? Even when the husband was seen begging this woman, that is the wife, begging the wife, please go to the back seat. To the back seat. I've already picked my mom and she's already sitting at the front seat. This woman who refused, she started shouting that it takes two to tango, that she owned the man now, not the mother. That is not the mother of the man who is her mother-in-law. She owns the man. That is why I asked the question, who really owns the man? Who really owns the woman when it comes to marriage? We are not talking about when the person is not married yet. We are talking about when the person is now married. Because this is a married man. And he knows that his wife is waiting for him in front. He is going to pick up his wife at somewhere in front. But along the line, he picked his mother first. And the lady was even rude at the mother-in-law, telling the mother-in-law to get down from the front seat, that is her car. Is it good? Even though it's her car, even though she is the one that bought the car, is it good now for her to let the whole public know that is there, to know that the car the husband is driving is not, instead is ours. So, mother-in-law, I beg, there should be, and we should go in our children's life. Because I have also seen a woman who made the daughter's marriage to be broken till date. This couple, they were just managing each other. They will fight today, tomorrow they will settle. Like that, until the mother-in-law, which is the daughter now, this one is the wife's mother that came to live with them. She came and she refused to go. Along the line, quarrel must occur in house now. That one is setting, but how you handle it is what matters a lot. Along the line, the daughter and the husband had a problem that they even fought. They fought. So the mother-in-law now, which is the daughter's mother now, went and started fighting this man as well, because the man was seen beating the wife. So that was how this man brought out the man in him and pushed the mother-in-law down and beat the wife very well. So when the mother-in-law managed to get up, she ran to one of these military forces and reported the case. They came and arrested the man. So by the time this particular man was eventually released, that was how the man just picked 1, 2, 3 few things and left the house and abandoned the woman. That is the wife, the mother of his children till date. I'm telling you a true life story. All because of I own my daughter. All because of I own my son. Is it supposed to be so? Even though you go to visit your daughter, is there not a limit? When the husband and the wife are quarreling, what are you going to do as a mother-in-law? Are you going to take sides? Yes, she is your daughter. We know you carried her in your womb for 9 months. She wasn't adopted, neither was she fostered by you. She is your biological daughter. But at the end of the day, you have pushed the man to leave your daughter now. You are the one now marrying your daughter. So I don't understand the way, especially with the black skin, the way we handle issues when it comes to that my pikin be this. Now me born this pikin. Now my daughter be this. Now me born this daughter. There's nothing wrong for a woman to go and visit the daughter. There's nothing wrong for a woman to go and visit the son. But there should be a limit. That is what I am talking about. There should be a limit. These people are married. Okay? We know that you are the mother of that man. We know you are the mother of that woman. But it's not everything you will be meddling. Some women just like prognosing. They want to know whether you are the one collecting all the money from their son. Just imagine what this woman did now by saying that I will not get out of the car. Do your worst. And I'm not in support of what the daughter-in-law did anyways. You understand? I am not in support at all for her shouting on top of her voice in the public that she bought the car, blah, blah, blah. The woman must come down from the car and she started dragging the mother-in-law on her cloth and all that. Okay, because that was what ensued after the verbal confrontation. Okay, but the man in question was even seen begging the wife. So there is something this mother-in-law must have done to this woman that we don't know that made this daughter-in-law to have this grudge against her. Why are mother-in-laws like this? You have some percentage in your son's life. You have some percentage in your daughter's life. Okay? But when they are married, give them some chance. Give them some space. You will see some, especially mother-in-law. Mother-in-law, you will hardly hear that father-in-laws are doing all this. You will see a mother-in-law will go for omugwo, go house now, pikin don't grow. Pikin don't get white beer, tontos don't heal finish. Girl self, the female daughter pikin self, when they're born, it don't they get some kind small white beers. Mother-in-law no go gree go house. Eh? Yes, what I mean is that who owns the husband or a daughter that is married? Okay? Is it the mother or the spouse? Who owns the husband? Who owns the wife? Is it you as a mother or the spouse? Because of what happened, I've already told the story of what happened about a daughter-in-law that fought her mother-in-law in public because the mother-in-law was sitting in the front seat of their car. So she ordered the mother-in-law to get down from the front seat for her to go and sit on that seat. Let the mother-in-law go to the back seat. But the mother-in-law refused by saying that this is my son. This is my son's car. Okay? So, Scorpion, this is for you. So that is why I asked that question. You will see that a mother-in-law will go for omugwo. What we call omugwo is to babysit nursing mother. Okay, for postnatal after their delivery until they are fit, they are strong to do things themselves. But when they see that this daughter-in-law is even strong, the children self that they went to bed have even gotten girlfriends, they will still sit down there gidigba. They no go agree one go. Omugwo no dey agree finish. Mothers, because they want to use the opportunity to check, mate, what has been going on in the house. Omugwo normally, I think it's 3 months. Some people say they don't even stay up to 3 months. As far as the woman is strong enough to take care of herself and her new baby, okay, they will go. But you will see some mother-in-law, 6 months, they are still there doing nursing mother. Even the daughter-in-law self will be doing signs, showing some signs that she is tired of you, go. Omugwo don't finish, go. Even if he tells the husband, who probably is even your son, the husband might not even know how to tell you because you are the mother. He might find it bad or annoying if he tells his own mother, Mama, oya, come they go now. Omugwo don't finish. Or mother-in-law, come they go now. Omugwo don't finish. Nothing, not baby, nothing don't finish. My wife is fit now. My son is getting stronger by the day. Before you know, they will pick offense. Okay? Thunder, I said a woman fought the mother-in-law over who will sit in front. A woman fought the mother-in-law over who will sit in the front seat of the car. Okay? And according to the story, the man picked the mother-in-law. That is, the man picked his own mother first on the way before he drove to where his wife was to pick her. But the wife refused to sit at the back seat. Front seat is only driver and the other occupants now. But the mother-in-law, that is the mother of the husband, who is the husband to this young lady, she refused to go down from the car to the back seat. She said the lady, who is even the owner of the car, should go and sit at the back seat, but the lady refused. So an altercation now ensued between the two of them, between the mother-in-law and the daughter-in-law, over who will sit close to the son, over who will sit close to the husband. So that is that's why I ask who owns the male child, who owns the female child as a married person. Okay, you say yes, my mom is in front. Wifey sits in the back or gets left if she doesn't like it. Okay, you picked your mom first. You picked your mom first, and you know you are going to pick your wife. So who is supposed to sit in front? That is the question I am asking here. Is it the wife that is supposed to sit close to the husband, or is it the mother that is supposed to sit close to the son? That is the question. It's as simple as that. And I don't care because I don't see anything that I will be fighting for. I can get what I want. Kwara, please let me to understand. Sit at the back? Is that what you are saying? That you will sit at the back while you allow your mother-in-law to still sit in front because she was the one that was picked first before you? Is that what you are saying? Okay, the wife, of course. Okay, that is the thing, not your angel. The wife, even though the wife was the last to be picked, okay, but she insisted that the mother-in-law, which is the husband's mother, to go to the back seat. That is the question. That is the bone of contention of this discussion. My husband, mama, go back, go sit down. Because me and your son, we are now one as man and wife. We are bound as one. So we tango together as one. Even though you enter the car before me, it is now my right and duty as a wife to sit in front. That is why I ask lady is, because most at times it's mothers because of my mother. So you okay and fight over that. Everybody with how they reason. I think before now this lady have against her mother-in-law, because this young thing begging the wife, please honey, calm down, already in front seat, sit at the back, but this lady refused to do that. I personally, I don't care about sitting in front. I allow my mother-in-law to sit at front because after she go get to her house. Okay, that is what Mefat said. Then Thunder said, I will tell wifey to back. Wifey was seen shouting that I know he's your son, but that was there. Have the right to be with. Wifey was head. Hey, now wow. So my people, my Ogbonge people, I said let me come and tell. The other one I talked about, the one, the son, at the end of the day, the son about understanding that, because engaging. Yes, you know, I talked about understanding. Now, the daughter-in-law and the mother-in-law, more misunderstanding that she refused to let go, because now mother-in-law is sitting in front of your car you bought. You will now order your mother-in-law to get down from the car, and this also remain no, I don't know. Anytime I stay outside to do my LS, I'm outside because of my kids. They are just the best position for me to stay, and makes me laugh always. So equally as so people in the way they handle things. I believe the wife doesn't get along, and the kind of wife you decided to go and do who is your mother, when you know that your wife will be really, really angry. The guy would have dropped the money, give the mother money for a car, the man's own. And even it's the man's car now, people will say, okay, it is the man's car, so the man has the right. Is the son's car? She have the right to sit in front of the car. But the story says that the car belongs to the wife, and the wife doesn't want the husband's mother to sit in front of the car. It's my car. I don't want your mother to sit in front of my car. So why the big deal? Why will the mother-in-law not go down and sit at the back seat? I am not in support of the mother-in-law sitting in the front seat. Since the two, she would have come down, except the woman will say, no, mama, or whatever, Mabel, or whatever she calls her. Don't worry, just sit. Okay? You know that the two of you don't get along for a long time, and you know that that car does not just between the two couple, between husband and wife. The Bible made us to understand. Okay, but there are certain things I will not like to do or do to my daughter. I will not take it lightly. Did knowing fully well that the car belongs to the daughter, she would have, because the wife now is the number one secondary, which we call extended. Okay, which we call extended. We should call a spade a spade. When we talk about nuclear family now, your immediate family is husband, wife, and your children. Every other person is secondary. Every other person, siblings, uncles, and whatever in your family, they are seen as extended. They are extended. She should go and sit down, Joe. How much is car that she is disturbing somebody? Okay, that's King Jadis. That is your own. I said something. I said before that confrontation that I think that the two of them don't get along. We should not run into conclusions. I'm the kind of person, I don't run into conclusions so quickly until I get the real findings. Before this lady decide to do what she did, who knows what she must have gone through in the hands of the mother-in-law. So not because I just brought out the story, because this is the one I just got, the up story that she said mother-in-law should go down, let her sit in front with her husband. She did not say that the mother-in-law should get out of the car and go. She said the mother-in-law should go to the back seat, that she bought the car. Okay? So if I want to put it biblically, I think the woman who is the wife to this man now should be the priority, number one priority. Mama na mama o, papa na papa o, but this is somebody that you have taken as a wife. This is somebody you have decided to take as a man, for better, for worse, in sickness, in health, in riches and in poorer, till death do you part. So I think this woman should be your number one priority in life. Give what belongs to Caesar, and what belongs to God to God. That is what the Bible says. Your mom is your mom. Your mom will have her own parts in your life, but your wife should have it more. That is what I am talking about here. Your wife should have it more. But some mother-in-law own too much. Now my sister King Jadins. That is it. You know, when you don't hear full gist, full story, you might not know how to run into conclusions. I still believe that before this lady did what she did, she must have gone through hell in the hands of this her mother-in-law, who is the wife, the mother to the husband. Okay? So the Bible made us understand that nobody should put asunder. The asunder we are talking about is not only about side chico, now be asunder. Asunder can be mama, asunder can be papa, asunder could even be uncle, asunder could be your siblings, it could be friends, it could be people within your neighborhood. Okay, that doesn't want your happiness in that marriage or relationship. So that mother-in-law doesn't want this woman's happiness. That is why she refused to go down from the car to go to the back seat. At least try to go down. Then the woman will now say, no, mama, not go down. Don't worry, I will sit at the back. Respect is reciprocal. It's two ways. Okay? Respect is in two ways. And respect is not about age. When you respect somebody that is of age, that person too will respect you. Okay? But when you are respecting somebody that is of age and that person is not respecting you, is disrespecting you, we all have blood and water that flows in us. You will be angry one day, and before you know, you will talk rudely to that person. You are pushed now. You will be rude and mad at that person. By that time, now they will say this person today saucy, this person today rude. Whereas this particular person have been in pains and agony, swallowing the pill, the bitter pill, have been trying to nurture that relationship, that marriage. All because of now you, it's because of you, it's because of you, I'm doing this, so it's because of you, my husband, I'm doing this to your mother. It's because of you, my wife, I am doing this to your mother. How long can that your wife be in pains? When you know you have a bad mother, when you know you have a bad mother-in-law, how long? What about the one I talked about? That her own daughter, she came to visit her own daughter, and two of them gang up to beat up the man. But simply because the man now brought out that anger in him and beat them, he did not even beat the mother-in-law, he only pushed the mother-in-law. It's anger. He could not control his feelings anymore. You understand? He had to push the mother-in-law, beat the wife very well. Now the mother-in-law ran to the police to get the man reported that the man assaulted him and she and the daughter. I'm talking of people I know. At the end of the day, that man left that marriage for good because of the woman's mother. Till date, that woman is still in that house with the daughter. Over how many years now? She refused to go. Bad mother-in-laws. Bad mother-in-laws. Please, you okay. My number is plus 44 78 42 36 5651. That is my number. That is my number, guys. So people should be very, very careful on how to handle their wife and their mothers. Okay? Whether people like it or not, your wife is your number one priority. Okay? Your mother is secondary. Your mother now, as far as you are married, is an extended to you. As far as you are married, the mother that gave birth to you, that carried you in the womb, is an extended to you. Your immediate family, which is your nuclear family, consists of your wife and children, consists of your husband and children. So people should just have that in mind. So that is that. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, folks.
Yeah, thanks for calling.
Yeah. I'm calling regarding your topic.
Thank you.
Something about the mother-in-law sitting in the front seat.
Yeah.
Do you know the problem? Yeah, like you mentioned, sometimes some mother-in-law don't know their boundary very enough. And with the way you said the story, I must have believed the mother-in-law should be maybe kiss or neck. There's a point someone will push you to.
Yeah.
No longer swallow the whole thing and then you act it.
Yeah.
And maybe at the end of it you might overreact. Okay?
Yeah.
A girl, for a wife to ask the mother-in-law just maybe in the middle of the road or something, or in the middle of things, and ask her to get down from the car to go to the, I think there's something more deeper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because for mother-in-law, they don't understand that their son or their child is married, be it a boy, a man. They fail to understand that this person is no longer that same child that used to nurture and all that. The person has had their own responsibility. The best born.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and they kind of at the end of the day, you see them fighting for the things that are unnecessary things, which is uncalled for.
Yeah.
So on these cases, probably these cases like this, I used to blame the man.
Oh.
If a man should set a boundary between the mother and the wife,
that is
everybody
it.
should know their limits.
Yeah.
You will see the mother will not cross that boundary. Okay? But you see your mom insulting your wife. You see your mom insulting your wife.
She know first of all, she talked to the mother-in-law politely. Then she refused.
Because on the normal, the mother-in-law, when the son comes, she needs to go behind without even.
Okay.
There's a difference between maybe that you are aware your wife is going with us,
yeah.
and you to go and sit down. What is that supposed to say or what is that supposed to mean? You understand? But if it's me personally, I will just ignore her.
Okay. Okay.
Because there's so many ways, there's so many things she will do.
Yeah, thank you very much. She will swallow the. Then when they get home, she will discuss it. That is what this caller said. Now I run into a conclusion until you hear the other side of this. Lady got aggravated like this in anger as far as a good person. She must have told her life story. So mother-in-law go watch daughter-in-law like this, as if the man picked the daughter-in-law from gutter. And so, even if your son is born of silver spoon and your daughter-in-law is nobody in the society, this daughter-in-law, and picked her from the gutter and polish her the way he wants. Is that the reason why you two as the mother-in-law will not give that daughter her space? That is what we are talking about. And you will find that kind of women, their own husbands in the house, they don't suffer. Your husbands don't turn to woman rapper. There's what we call woman rapper. There is what we call woman rapper. Some men, they don't have a say of their own anymore. Baby husbands, woman rapper. Because this kind of woman now, if he's married to a quiet man that don't know how to talk, not somebody like Thunder, you can see Thunder's comments. Thunder say if na him, he go fling the woman put for truck. that is why he's still single. But this kind of mother-in-law, I think, a husband for house go don hear wine. These are the kind of husbands, if they are not benefiting from their wife, they will just run away overnight. You no go see them again. You will not see their back. Lie. They don't run, leave you, abandon you and the children. Tomorrow you'll be crying that the father of your children abandoned you. When you have an attitude, checkmate yourself as a woman. You have an attitude, you don't get along with people. You don't get along with all your daughter-in-laws. You have 7 battalion, 7 male children, no one where we say at the end of the day you will say, yeah, this is one daughter-in-law that like me, or this is one son-in-law that love me. No one. So don't you know that you have an attitude? Okay, don't support young ladies insulting mother-in-law for any reason. Mother remains mother no matter how they express their love to their son. Odua, something led to it, okay? Something led to it. The woman did not, the daughter-in-law did not just insult the woman. The daughter-in-law asked the woman, who is the mother of her husband, to go to the back seat to sit down. To go to the back seat, that is her car. The mother should go to the back of the seat of the car to sit down, that she wants to sit close to the husband, that she is now in the husband's life. So I don't see anything wrong in that. Because before she said so, 2 of them don't get along, no matter what. Because if 2 of them are getting along as mother-in-law and daughter-in-law, the way some mother-in-law and daughter-in-law love each other and they get along so much, even more than their own children, she wouldn't have said such a thing. So I think 2 of them have something before now. And I blame the man, according to this caller, I blame the man so much because this particular man knows his mother very well. He knows his wife too very well. So why would he carry this mother in Nigeria, cab, drop to her house or to wherever she's going to, when you know that that car is not your own? The car is for your wife. I know that the 2 of you are man and wife, so everything you have, you is a bad daughter-in-law. So people blame her that what she did is wrong. That daughter-in-law is rude. She should. We should do that to our own biological mother. Some mothers like respecting their respect for their mother-in-law. Yeah, good evening, caller.
Even this story, I have not even watched it, but what you are saying, that
okay.
Because if that this daughter-in-law will not even meet that guy outside. But this mother-in-law, he should mother-in-law have a little time to spend. Even if the woman wants to sit at the engine, knowing fully well that this woman is not sitting at her mother, will she do that to her mother? Will she do that thing so that people, so let me tell you one thing, some people agree to give that particular mother in, and a woman, my wife, in some way that may also rest in perfect peace. So I'm not saying this one because I have the mother, but if I have a wife, a woman, and you want to do that, you understand? Okay. Not even anybody can do that to my woman. Even my wife that I am talking about will turn a mother one day too. Will she? You want to sit and be proud of someone you train? What are you people saying?
So, caller, now with what you are saying now, your mother now is now part. What now? Your mother now is now part of your nuclear family. What is nuclear family? The Bible says a man will leave the parents and marry and cleave to a wife and a. What kind of a mother will be dragging car with the daughter? Will be dragging car with the daughter-in-law? What are you talking?
Woman investment. That woman invested.
The car is you can't.
Whether the car is bought by a lady or not bought by. Whether the woman broken.
All right. So, not married. I'm not sure he's married. Extended family and nuclear family. I don't understand. When the Bible is meaning of one, though, Bible not tell us say your mama and you as a daughter now will become one. Bible not talk so, but that does not mean that you will not. But your nuclear family, they are your priority. That is what we of the woman trying to fight the mother-in-law in public, but something must have led to. Okay, she's not a mad person. She must have gone through hell from the mother-in-law. I am a woman. I have not to allow my. I always say that in my prayers that anything that will make go at my old age as a mother-in-law, that God should take me before mother-in-laws, bully daughter-in-laws, all because that mother, I gave birth to my son, I gave birth to my daughter, I have the right. Allow them to be. So that is how it or not. We have as much as we have bad daughter-in-laws, that is how we have bad mother. Statistics today, mother-in-laws are more. They don't just because let me breastfeed you. Now you do this one. Now you do let me do that one. Now me train you for school. And so what? You will not allow a woman to drink water and keep cup in a matrimonial home. What you've been doing for your husband all these years, you want to carry it on your son. Those are the ones I call baby husbands. All right, guys, I end the stream right now. Thank you for coming. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your comments, your views, and everything. That's not talk at all. That woman should hide her face in shame. Okay, is married. You are not what people and forget English. We should forget what extended family. Child's marriage that you cannot destroy, because I have seen. I am here today because I have seen daughters that their own mothers have really bad. Everybody, thank you for coming. See you some other time.